Welcome to an exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I'm welcoming you to this week. So I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at a movie that came from a 3-movie lot pack. So this is from another set, and all 3 of these are movies that star the actress Goldie Hawn. So I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at the movie that I decided to watch. She co-stars alongside Mel Gibson, and this also has David Carradine, Bill Duke, along with Steve Tobolowsky, hope I'm pronouncing that right, 1990s Bird on a Wire. This would also be the final movie, so I'm covering Bird on a Wire. So I wanted to show you that, though. So yeah, this also would be the last movie to use the 80s Universal logo. So yeah, Bird on a Wire. And it's a movie. And it's not a very good movie. And I'll explain as I talk about the film. So let's actually talk about the plot. So let's talk about Bird on a Wire. So the plot in this centers around Mel Gibson. Yeah, Mel Gibson plays, he plays a guy, basically he's sort of like an outcast, but the film starts out with Goldie Hawn. She's like this business exec. So she works at a big, I want to say law firm, so she might be a lawyer. So basically, she bumps across a man, Mel Gibson, who plays Rick. I do believe Rick. Don't mind what's out there. So he plays Rick, and basically, he's sort of like I said before, who hasn't seen Goldie Hawn's character for like years and years, and the two of them bond, and he's trying to run away from the cops. So right off the bat, the movie begins before Goldie Hawn happens. It begins with the song, a great cover of Aquarius. So I thought, I'm going to be excited for this. So it shows David Carradine, who gets out of jail. He's the main bad guy. So eventually it shows a Corvette driving, and it's driven by Bill Duke, who's his buddy in it, though. So that's one point in the film. So eventually we now get to Goldie Hawn, who is at a restaurant. She meets up with Mel Gibson. So they don't know. Steve Tobolowsky plays another guy who I guess is friends with Gibson's character, Rick. So all of a sudden, it's like there are these two characters who are trying to basically run from the law. And they're running from the law. So that's really the gist of this movie. So, yeah, like I said again, this just is not fun. And it's really a shame because John Badham directed this. John Badham? Is it John Badham or Badham? Badham or Badham. Well, I'll just say John Badham. So he did direct a movie that actually made on my best list last year, and that was A Hard Way. Really good movie. He directed that, and that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, there's just something missing with this film. Another problem is Goldie Hawn. I mean, she has to play dumb. So dumb she screams and bickers and screams and panics for the whole film. And it's really like, okay, it's fine for a little bit, but really drives me nuts. And it drives the viewer insane. The problem is, once again, she has to play dumb. Mel Gibson, again, has to play dumb. David Carradine, again, has to play dumb. David Carradine was a great villain. If you look at the 2 Kill Bill movies, he is so good at it. He's just essentially, again, playing dumb. Half the characters just play completely dumb. The movie doesn't really it really comes with some weird scenes. Like, okay, there's a scene where Gibson's he's about ready to get cuffed by the cops. So for some reason, she's telling him get in the car or something like that. He has his hands like that, pretty much. Boom, backs like that, pushes the guy, and all of a sudden it's like, drive! And it goes like slow motion for like 2 seconds. it's just as weird as Beethoven Second's Wilhelm sound effect. It's really unnecessary. I really don't have an earthly clue why that is. Also, another thing I found very weird though. So Gibson's taking a shower and he's asking her, "Hey, can you take a look at my butt? I got shot right here." So there's like a car chase and she's still bickering and screaming. Really? Drive the car. He's sitting there dangling, both his feet are dangling, and she's just driving around. I do not understand the point about that scene. And then all of a sudden they're driving and the train's coming, so they have to back up. She's still screaming. Another scene in the film after that is they're literally right then, and I ask myself, what's Goldie Hawn doing in lingerie? It really makes no sense. So we get the scene she's waking up and she's in lingerie. Then we got Gibson who's sleeping in his who's like not sleeping, but he's like waking up and he's in his underwear. And I'm only just thinking, I'm just picturing South Park right now, where apparently Gibson was in his underwear, but that was South Park, and South Park is not Burrow Wire, but I think Matt and Trey got that inspiration from that scene in the movie. So all of a sudden they're trying to hurry up the run from the cops. So he's putting on pants, and again, she's like in a robe. It's like, at least wear some clothes. It really makes no sense why that is there, but movie logic. So they're trying to run up there, and Mel is like running up there. He's like climbs that ladder's like, when did you stop wearing underwear? So that's kind of funny, but also kind of weird. So she's just bickering and screaming and all that. The climax I have to talk about, because this is where it totally goes off the rail and just becomes dumb. There's near the end of the film. Well, at first Tobolowsky is Rick's friend in the movie, but it turns out he's actually working for Carradine and Duke's character. I don't know what their names are. I couldn't really tell what their names are, but I'm just going by what the actor does. Kind of similar to Siskel and Ebert just mentions the actors and actress's name in the film. But yeah, so before that happens, they get to the farm, and they get to the farm, and all of a sudden the woman, I think Joan Severson's character, she's also in the movie as well. So they had to pull out that, so he jammed a needle right in his butt to pull out the bullet. So it's like, you feel anything? No. So yeah, they had to put medicine in his butt, antiseptic. So that's one scene. And then all of a sudden the motorcycle gets destroyed, and now they're on the plane and they're flying, and she's still screaming. That's the big problem I had. Again, for at least a minute, can she just stop screaming? It really drove me nuts to the point of I almost came close to trying to stop. But let's talk about that, let's talk about the climax. So as I said, they're in the zoo. It's really sad when your climax takes place in a zoo. So they're like in the zoo, and all of a sudden Gibson's trying to get all these animals, and all the zoo animals. So you got the cheetahs, lions, and apes, and chimpanzees. So Goldie Hawn's character is all like screaming and bickering. Not bickering, but more or less keeps screaming over and over again. It's like, please, can we stop? So yeah, I don't want to give away how the climax ends, but let's just say it ends dumb. When you have zoo animals involved in it and the climax at the zoo, you're getting to be pretty dumb. So that's really all I have to say about this. It's really extremely dumb. I don't know if this is, I'm coming close. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this might be the nominee for the worst movie I watched this year. It's such a shame, because I think Mel Gibson is good. Goldie Hawn is great. In fact, I got 2 other Goldie Hawn movies in that set. This lap pack is just a Goldie Hawn set. So I don't know if the other 2 are going to be good, but we'll save those ones for later. But I can easily tell you right now, this movie is just one giant dumpster fire from start to finish. So, yeah. Is there any positives? The cinematography is really good. That's really about it. It's sad when you have your cinematography be the only thing in the film. It's also produced by Rob Cohen, and I have covered a lot. I have covered movies that Rob Cohen had directed. So this is a movie he produced. He was a second unit director, and then he was a producer, and obviously became a filmmaker. But I can't really say this is any good. This is just, wow. This was a movie. We'll just call it a movie. I don't really have necessarily anything else to say about what I said in this review. So, if you really want to check it out, I guess you can check it out, but you more than less want to stay away from this giant dumpster fire. So, that's the review of Burn a Wire. I don't have much to say about it, but I'm going to give Burn a Wire a 2 out of 5. It's just not fun. It's kind of boring. I didn't expect it. I thought the beginning was good. The song Aquarius was really good. And also I forgot to mention the song. Also another positive I forgot to mention is Neville Brand's song Burn a Wire is fantastic. It is just amazing. I mean, not Neville Brand, Aaron Neville. Aaron Neville. Neville Brand is an actor. Aaron Neville is a singer, and that song is great. I actually listened to the song before I even watched the movie to kind of get that idea. But it's really sad when the cinematography and the song by Aaron Neville is really the best thing about this movie. So, yeah, that's my review of Burn a Wire. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, I have plenty of other reviews on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about Burn a Wire. Is there anything I missed in the film? If there's anything I missed in the film that I should have touched up on this review, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like Burn a Wire. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I have a Letterboxd account so you can check what I review. Go ahead and follow me on Letterboxd, and you'll get what I review and all of my ratings, I should say. All the what I rate the films and all that. So anyways, yeah, so that's it. And yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.